All right, here we go, folks. Last game of day two of the 2018 Stennebank Curzon East Rugby Festival. We're in for another cracker. It's Selborne College coming up against HTS Middelburg. The men from East London in the black and white hoops, and the men from Middelburg in the red strip. Selborne College are going to be playing from right to left as you look at the screen, and it's going to be Thomas Bursey to get us underway. The left foot of Thomas Bursey. Quinton van Rensburg is the man in the middle with the whistle. And here we go, folks. Last game of the day. Last hour of rugby. Ball goes in. Good solid take there from number 7, Joandre Oudendal. But it's come away into the side of Selborne College. Jordan Janssen van Rensburg taking it in. Good hard running. Oh, unfortunately, Selborne can't hold on to it. Knock on, scrum down. Here we go. Selborne College with a good attacking opportunity early on in this one. Man down early on there in back play for Selborne. HTS Middelburg broke Curzon's hearts in the first game on day one. They scored a try in the final minutes of the game, final seconds actually, to win that one. And now they are going to want to put in a solid performance here on day two against Selborne College, who might have been a little bit disappointed with their performance on day one, but are always a really proud rugby school. I'm joined by Gareth Jenkinson up here. Gaz, last game of the day. Mist seems to be relenting a little bit. Going to be an exciting one by the looks of things.
Should be an exciting one. I haven't seen Selborne play yet at this competition. Of course, I left a little bit early.
Oh my word!
Fantastic.
Oh my word. How easy was that? Simple backline move, cutting through, in for the score.
Just a simple switch there, and what a try. Fantastic. Big number 12.
Gamlashe. He's
flies through.
He played fullback on Thursday for them, and he was really influential. And I think he might be at fullback again. He's just seemed to come out of nowhere and just cut the line. Scored a brilliant try there.
And I don't think we've seen a backline move like that executed that well today. And the conversion's good as well. Selborne take an early 7-0 rather lead.
So Morne Sinica is going to get us back underway. Good early try there for Selborne College. Brilliant take in the air. Really committing himself to that one. Brilliant take. The box kick from the left from Bursey. Good solid chase from Selborne. The fly hack. It's fallen to Selborne College. Back on the front foot here on the 10-meter line. Putting some early pressure on Middelburg. Penalty goes their way. Good solid stuff.
I wonder if they'll just settle things down and go for posting. Captain's pointed at the posts already, in fact. Nope. There we go. They're deliberating.
No one was too sure whether they were going to go for posts or not.
Looks like Thomas Bursey lining this one up.
Solid strike.
Thump.
Massive thump. Good stuff there from Selborne College. Great work. Selborne College 10-0 up. Good start from the men from East London.
I wonder if Mark Andrews is in the crowd here somewhere watching his old school battle it out.
So back Selborne with the ball in their 22. Bursey in at scrum half now. Another box kick. Middelburg finally getting their hands on the pill. They haven't been able to get much ball so far in this one. And the penalty's gone the way of Selborne. Not enough men at the breakdown. Selborne getting over that one beautifully and winning the penalty. Holding on to the ball on the ground is a call from the referee.
And everything seems to be going Selborne's way in the early encounters.
Bursey, his left foot takes play up just past to the 10-meter line. Glakavu, the man with the ball in hand here, throwing into the line-out. Bit of work in the line-out there. Getting up for it was Snelling. And the free kick goes the way of Selborne College. Numbers in the line-out. Bursey with a quick one. Strong, hard run into the middle of the field. Just see what the referee has to say. Play on. This is a call.
Nothing. Maybe the ref was looking the other way.
Another strong carry towards the 22. Bursey getting some quick ball. Good solid passing there. Tengemfene unfortunately loses the ball. It's another crowd killer, that one.
I would love to see a replay of that hit because it looked right around the ears.
It was very much touch and go. Shortened line out here for Selborne College. Going right to the back. That's a brilliant line out in these conditions. Some runners all over the place. Decide to get the short pass away. To the right-hand side, they look like they might have numbers over here. Janssen van Rensburg, great hands. Slick work from Selborne as they drive up into the 22. Try not get taken into touch, but the ball is shuffled over the touchline. Line out going the way of HTS Middelburg.
And once again, we've had this misty, rainy weather all day, but that hasn't stopped the boys from trying to spread the ball around the park. We've actually seen some really, really good running rugby in these conditions.
Very, very little kicking from hand, which you love to see, especially at festivals. So Middelburg with the feed to the scrum, just inside their own 22. Oh no, that's a terrible pass. Sonicus has got a lot of work to do here. Beats a couple defenders. Brilliant work from the fly-off. Running straight into the traffic. Running into Nolan Kemp. And it's turnover ball here. Selborne College on the front foot. Gets a pass away. Brilliant work here. Got to be.
Try time.
Oh, there's going to be a conversation here. The assistant referee says that it's a knock-on. Selborne seem to just be breaking through the HTS Middelburg defense with ease at the moment. Just look here, Kemp doing a lot of work there to dislodge that ball as it came back on the Selborne side. Masters with doing some hard yards there, taking the ball into contact, then getting a good little pass away to his flank partner Maynard. And then just getting dislodged. Good defending in the end from Rus. Oh, Sonicus has put himself under pressure, but he's got the kick away. Good opportunity here for Selborne College. Running hard is Glamlashe down the touchline, but it looks like they've got advantage for a high hit there. Kemp taking the ball up to the 22-meter line. Bursey looking for his forward runners again. Janssen van Rensburg out the back door. Good running from Selborne up to the 22. To the right-hand side they go again. Janssen van Rensburg not making too many meters. Kemp once again, not getting over the gain line. As Middelburg try and spoil that one on the ground. Bursey, Maynard. Maynard into the hands of Tingimfene. Penalty, no advantage, I think, for the high hit a bit earlier. It's been helter-skelter from Selborne so far in this one.
It has been, but Welkom certainly haven't been, Middelburg, I beg your pardon, haven't been holding back on defence. And that was the second high shot that we've seen from them. First time the rest picked it up and pinged them for it. Slightly over eager, I think.
So Bursey's going to have another shot here. I had to have a double take a bit earlier when he took that first penalty because he kicked it right-footed, but when he's kicking up from the base, he's kicking with his left foot. So it's pretty impressive stuff from the man in 10, but who's playing at 9 at the moment.
I'll have to watch that. Maybe he's just got a fantastic skill set. I remember Ron Combrink at school could slot the conversions from this touchline with his left boot or his right boot.
He's whipped it, but unfortunately he's pulled it. So it's going to be a 22-meter dropout. Middelburg still under the cosh, as they have been for the first 11 minutes of this one.
Maybe Bursey does need to kick it post with that left boot.
It's tough if you're not kicking well with your right foot, you can just kick with your left foot. So Morne Sonicus with a few running repairs as we get back underway. That's a booming 22-meter dropout. Kamlashe finding Bursey there on his left foot. Just dropping it into some space. That's a great
Quite
kick.
right, Nick. He does favour that left boot out of the hand.
Which is strange. You would think that you would favour your stronger foot when you're kicking out of hand. But it's impressive stuff from the scrum half. Edwin Till to feed the line out for HTS Middelburg, but it's stolen from Selborne College. Good work in the front of the line out from the black and white team. Strong hard run. Taking it in is Naidu. They're going out the back door here. Janssen van Rensburg. Flat ball, but unfortunately it wasn't held by Mapansela. It wasn't a great pass to the winger, but he can't hold on to it, so it's a knock forward. It seems like only a matter of time before Selborne get over the whitewash again.
Definitely. Obviously the conditions are making things difficult. They could have just played simple hands there. Maybe that skip pass was just one bridge too far.
Big defensive scrum needed here. HTS Middelburg to feed into the scrum is Mariano de Villiers. He's a youngster. Good solid scrum from Middelburg. Sonicus with a little dink over the top, and he's found a bit of space. Not a bad kick from the fly, but my word, that could have ended in disaster for someone.
Wow, I was expecting a almighty clattering.
Yeah, Kamlashe, the man in the 12 jumper, hurtling forward to try and take that one. If he had taken it cleanly, it was game over.
Oh, we would have been in for number 2.
Turn the lights out, let's all go home. Middelburg still on the back foot, yet to breach their half of the field consistently in this one so far. Reset the call.
As you can see on the screen as well, obviously the players have been battling through misty, rainy conditions all day. We had a little bit of respite around midday when Glenwood played their match, which they won quite comfortably. But the weather has come back with a bit of a vengeance late this afternoon.
Big scrum needed here from HTS Middelburg as they try and get themselves out of the trouble that they have got themselves into, it might be fair to say, so far in this one.
Oh, they just can't get out of their own half, can they?
Pick and go down the blind side. Good strong run there from Oudendal. Pick and go once again. Oudendal once again, but it's a knock-on from HTS Middelburg. Selborne College seem really up for this one.
Yeah, the Selborne are really fired up, and I think it's a case of Welkom just being over-eager. You can see they're not being patient at the rucks there. They're trying to pick and go the whole time. One too many, and a little knock-on gets them camped again inside their own half, having to defend.
Good solid platform here for Selborne College. Jordan Janssen van Rensburg standing at fly half. Just on his inside is Mfungwa Mapansela. Janssen van Rensburg on the cutback. Good hard running up towards the 22-meter line. Selborne on the front foot here over the gain line. One just out the back, but Sizani does well to keep the ball. Passing it off now, just shuffling it across the front of the defense. Selborne. Bursey, oh no. Bursey just had the ball tapped out of his hands. Penalty's going to go the way of Selborne. It was pretty obvious. It was right in front of the assistant referee.
That's just careless play from Welkom. Players should know better. Middelburg, I beg your pardon. Not quite sure how many times I've said Welkom.
Penalty opportunity. Looks like the tee's coming on. HTS Middelburg haven't managed to get out of their half this game, but Bursey decides to kick for the corner. Selborne have got them under pressure. Might as well try and just inflict as much damage as they can. Tlakavu to feed the line out. Oh no, it's not a good one. It's gone straight to the front, and Middelburg have snaffled it. De Villiers, Sonicus with a clearance kick, going up towards his own 10-meter line. Couple passes on the inside. Gamlashe cutting, beating a couple defenders, doing really well as he takes play back up towards the 22. Right-hand side they go. Defense is in tatters by the looks of things. Cutting on the inside is Masters. Bursey wants the ball, but it looks like it's been turned over. The box kick coming in from De Villiers. Great take in the air. Janssen van Rensburg has done beautifully there. Bursey, show and go. A little bit isolated. The support gets in, manages to clean it out. Naidu, pick and go from the tight head prop. Bursey gives it out into the hands of Maynard in the headgear. Bursey again, great take. Janssen van Rensburg now with a little goose step, another goose step. Gets on the outside of Oudendal. To the right-hand side they go. Bursey might have wanted to give that one, but he's taken it into contact, and they've kept the ball back of Selborne. Maynard once again, pick and go. Masters with another pick and go too. He's made some good meters there. Bursey, Janssen van Rensburg, Kemp in the middle of the field. Taken behind the gain line. Solid defending from HTS Middelburg. Sonicus seems to have got over it, but he hasn't got the ball. Janssen van Rensburg taking on the defenders. Bumps off one. Just a meter out here. Bursey looking for some runners. Maynard taken just short as well. The pickup straight up the guts. Try time. That looks like it's Nolan Kemp. The loose head prop for Selborne College gets in for the score.
And that's a well-deserved try for Selborne. Patient build-up. Building phase after phase. No one panicked. Forwards knew what they were doing. Plenty of pick and goes, sucking in defenders. Took it wide when they needed to. And then Nolan Kemp had the presence of mind to shoot through the middle of that ruck and get over for the try. Always love seeing a front ranker get a try.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Makes my day. Just right through the guts of the ruck there. See Maynard taking the ball in. Good work from Sonicus. And as the Middelburg defenders decide to shift out a little bit, Kemp spots the little half gap. And he's over for a good score. Selborne opening a little bit of a gap here as Bursey's kick is just pushed wide.
Nick, he really needs to have a shot at goal with that left foot.
I want to see that left peg whack it over from 50 meters. 15-0, 10 minutes to go. First half of the last game here, day 2 at the Stennebank Kersney Easter Rugby Festival. HTS Middelburg with all the work to do so far. They're looking to get down into the Selborne half and spend a bit of time there because they have battled so far. That's a brilliant pickup. Top work from Selborne. Little offload out of the back, but it's knocked forward. Middelburg have now got the ball, but they're back where they don't want to be. They've got the advantage, though. So Quinton van Rensburg could take them all the way back for the scrum, but Sonicus decides to put boot to ball, and the advantage is over. Mapansela with a brilliant ball to Kamlashe. Kamlashe is looking for a man. He's gone on the inside.
Great
Finds
try.
a brilliant work there for Selborne College. Pops it into the hands of Dean Stokes. And the red headgear gets over for their third try. I thought Kamlashe might have gone back on the outside, but that's top work from the man playing fullback.
He's done really, really well. He had options either side, but made a smart decision to go on the inside. Stokes stretching those long legs.
Tengim Fene just getting some attention there. I think it might have been a little bit of cramp. Thomas Bursey lining up another opportunity at goal. This one's a little bit closer. A little bit more simple, I think. Pops it over. 22 points to 0.
Thomas Bursey adds the 2, and that takes Selborne College to a 22-0 lead. 8 minutes to play.
HTS Middelburg are going to have a good hard look at themselves now. Just haven't seemed to put a passage of play together where they've had the ball for a long extended period of time.
Selborne just dominant with their forward pack.
Morne Sonicus gets us back underway with the more traditional restart. Unfortunately, Selborne can't gather, so it's fallen for HTS Middelburg, but they're going to get the put into the scrum. I see onto the field now, and number 6 is Joubert Villers. By the looks of things, he's playing in the number 6 jersey, but he's a back on our team list. Joubert Villers played at centre in the first game, but he's in the number 6 jersey, standing at inside centre at the moment.
Nice attacking platform here for HTS Middelburg.
Ball goes in, good scrum from Middelburg. Come to the right hand side, Sonicus, the wraparound move. Solid defending from Selborne College. To the right they go once again. Sonicus, the skip pass doesn't quite go to hand. It's still there, but it's gone forward. Vincent Roos was getting ready to have a crack, but the ball has gone forward, and it's a scrum down to Selborne College.
It wasn't very imaginative from Middelburg there. Got caught behind the gain line and shifted the ball a bit wide, and obviously the conditions are difficult now. It really, really is wet. And it just didn't look like they had that one planned out.
Mustn't forget that on Thursday they also were down to Kersney and managed to come back and win that game. So it's not right these chaps off just yet, by any means. Janssen van Rensburg just dummies a couple, then takes the ball into contact himself, beats one defender over his own 10-meter line. Bursey looking for the ball. Penalty, Middelburg holding on. Top work on the ground from Vincent Roos. And they tap and go quickly. Sonicus takes it straight into contact, but his pass doesn't work out. It's another penalty to HTS Middelburg. Decision time. Sonicus looks like he's going to line up a kick to the corner. Nope. The T-man is on the field very quickly, and it's a shot at goal.
Yeah, just taking a look at their coaches in the coaching box, the open air coaching box, calling for calm, telling the boys to have a shot at goal.
Seems like quite a bold call, though, to be completely frank. When you're 22 points down with 5 minutes left in the first half, it's an opportunity for you to, I don't know, maybe if you get a 5-pointer, it gives you a little bit of momentum going into the second half and also narrows that lead more substantially. Sonikis's kick is just shaved the right hand upright, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you there, Nick. They really needed to get back into the game, and they had a good 5 minutes there. They could have kicked for the line, set up a driving maul, but they will get the ball back from this 22-minute dropout.
Bursey's kick goes deep, goes very deep. Good take in the end from de Villiers. Sonikis has got the ball in hand. He goes to his left-hand side. Solid defending on Ruas. And the ball's fallen into the hands of Selborne College once again. But again, it's just a bit scrappy. A couple knock-ons on the ground. Scrum going the way, and Selborne are all the way back down now in Middelburg territory.
Middelburg just can't get a break there. But there were a couple of airy passes that led to that eventual knock-on there. Just need to get a little bit closer together, or closer to each other in these conditions. Softer passes, they've got to do themselves some favours.
Selborne have looked a completely different side today like they did on Thursday. I think they might have just been a bit sluggish on Thursday in their first game. But they've looked a lot better and full value at the moment. Janssen van Rensburg with the bomb into the middle of the field. Hasn't gone as far as he would have. Might not have got as far as he would have liked, but the pop down, Kamlash has got his hands on it. Selborne have got the ball back in the 22. To the left-hand side they go. Taken in by Maynard. The Middelburg defense has managed to get organised. Another good run there. That's Tlakavu with a solid run. Great short pass. Up to the 5-metre line goes Selborne College. Bursey with a cross kick, but it's gone backwards.
But it's gone to hand, though.
They still keep the ball. They've got the penalty.
He's obviously heard the ref give them the advantage. And
they go quickly here. Janssen van Rensburg. Oh, they should canter in here. Try time. Selborne College. Zwelindaba. Imnombo Zwelindaba getting in for the score.
That's a great try from Selborne. It all started from that kick from Janssen van Rensburg. That high bomb, which actually landed just outside the 22. So I was at first thinking, what are we doing here, mate? But it's landed in the right spot. Selborne did well to get that ball back, and they're just, once again, patient in their build-up. But also their backline players really seem to back themselves in those one-on-one situations. They'll take the guys on, and in that case, Zwelindaba got over for a meat pie.
Steak and kidney.
Steak and kidney.
Bursey with another opportunity. Still hasn't changed his left foot. A little bit disappointed, but this one is also to the right.
No. It's not his day.
It definitely needs to get onto that left foot.
Despite all the missed points,
27-0.
still 27-0 up.
Middelburg sort of deer in the headlight stuff at the moment. They've just been blown away in this first half. Sonikis gets a high hanging kick. Oh, unfortunately, it's not cleanly taken by Selborne. And Middelburg have an opportunity here right at the death of the first half. Pick and go up the left-hand side of the ruck. Looks like they want another one. Taking it up is Grobler. De Villiers, Sonikis into the hands of Villiers. Villiers has tackled well. Sonikis has got it back now, but he's scragged to the black and white defense of Selborne. It's popped out of the side, but no advantage is the call. That blanket of black and white is just flooding HTS Middelburg at every opportunity they get.
Now you got to feel sorry for Sonic, as he's been in the thick of things there, having to clean up a lot of stuff. That ball just flying out of racks. His forwards aren't giving him the platform to go forward.
The plat forward.
Plat forward.
I think that's a new one. I think
I've coined it.
I think we'll stick with that one. Solid scrum from Middelburg, but there's a counter shove coming from Selborne. It's gone through the 45, but they're playing on. De Villiers, Sonicus, wide ball. He's got it out into the hands of October. October taken to ground. Selborne trying to get their hands on that one. It's popped out. Sonicus, short ball to his runners. Not really much momentum there. The pick and goes a call from De Villiers, taking it forward. Fourie. Sonicus with the floating pass over the top. Brilliant work into the hands of Ruus. Oh, smashed Gamlashed. Creams him into touch.
It's taken quickly. It seems like Selborne have come away with it.
Selborne want to have a crack here, even though the time's up on the clock. Bercy gives it deep. Janse van Rensburg hoofs it downtown. Bounces into the middle of the field. It looks like October's got the ball now. Fullback. Oh, he's run out of options. Pops it up off the deck. Good solid work there from Olivier. Olivier's in the clear, but steps a couple. Good work from the winger. Pop up to Villas. Villas into the hands of Odendaal. Wowzers, get off me. Odendaal, solid work there from the number 7. But the ball eventually pops off into touch. There was a massive ooh from the stands. I think you might have heard that. I think we heard it up here. The contact was incredible. But that's it. Nothing to take away from that one for HTS Middelburg. 27-0 Selborne lead at the break. Full value for that 27-point lead. Tough stuff for HTS Middelburg. They're going to have a lot of hard work to do in the second half, and some serious words are going to be spoken from their coach. Catch us in a few for the second half of the last game of day 2 of the Standard Bank Kersney Easter Rugby Festival. Right, as the mist comes down, last game of the day, day 2 of the Standard Bank Kersney Easter Rugby Festival. The mist is almost as thick as it was this morning, and it's really difficult for the players out there. The conditions underfoot have been seriously muddy, but we've got half an hour to go in this clash between Selborne College and HTS Middelburg. Got Gaz Jenkinson alongside me. Gaz and Middelburg under the pump. What are they going to do now to try and get themselves back into it?
Yeah, they look seriously off the pace. HTS Middelburg. Selborne playing all of the rugby. They need to get into their half first and foremost, and secondly, just slow things down, play with a bit more patience, keep the ball in hand. But talking about the conditions, it's raining, it's misty. Selborne have still gone and scored 27 points in the first half, so very impressive display of running rugby from the Selbornians.
No, it's been incredible to watch, considering I think that how lackadaisical, I wouldn't say lackadaisical, that's probably the wrong word, but how lethargic they were on day 1 in their game. They seem to just be a bit slow out of the blocks, and that's what cost them. But they've come out firing today. Bercy and Janssen van Rensburg in the 9 and 10 positions has really been the catalyst for them. They've pushed a lot of the attack, and then Gamlache coming into the line from fullback has also given them a lot of go forward. But they've also dominated up front. Their forwards have answered all the questions that the Middelburg defence have asked, and they've given them 27-point buffer going into the second half, which should be more than enough points. But this HTS Middelburg side, I don't think are going to just keel over and give up on this one. They're going to put in a tough shift in the second half, and maybe they can make a fist of it.
100%. Let's not forget that HTS Middelburg, beat Kersney at the death on day one. Stole victory from the jaws of defeat. So they definitely have that never say die attitude, and I would expect to see that going into this game. They've taken a long time having that halftime chat. The coaches have now moved away from the player huddle, and you can see they're having some fiery words. They look like they're trying to fire each other up. And I wouldn't be surprised to see if they come out here and try and start that second half like they did against Kersney 2 days ago.
Yeah, they've got to look inwards. I think now, Middelburg have battled through the first half. They've conceded a number of points, and they just didn't keep the ball for long enough periods of time. And I'm sure that they know that. I'm sure their coaches have passed on the message to the players. And you're going to see a different Middelburg side in the second half. They got blown away in that first couple minutes in the first half when Selborne just flew into everything and just really just out-muscled them. And I think that we're going to see a different Middelburg side in the second half as Selborne come back out onto the field from the sheds. Interesting to note that the only side that go back into the change room at half time. Everyone else seems to just stick it out in the middle of the field.
I always seem to have an image of my head of Selborne playing in these kind of conditions. So maybe that's something they bring from home, is if it's a little bit rainy and wet, let the boys get in the change room, get a little bit warm. Just reward for the performance they've just put in.
When they head back to Slum Town. Middelburg with it all to do in the second period. Mornay Sonicus is going to get us back underway. It's getting a little bit soggy. I think it's going to be difficult for him to drop kick this one, but that's actually a brilliant kick. Nice and short, giving himself an opportunity, but brilliant kick from Tlakavu for Selborne College. They get them all going. They're just trying to get that momentum going again that they had going into the break just before half time. Carried up towards their own 10-meter line. Penalty, Selborne College. Got to get out of there is the call from the referee. Not what Middelburg would have wanted.
I'm not quite sure that wasn't the right call, but maybe he was just a bit too quick to put his hands on that ball.
That's a crack of a kick from Thomas Bercy. And once again, following the same pattern so far as the first half, Selborne College on the attack, just outside the 22-meter line. Tlakavu to feed the line out. He's been impressive so far. And Maynard gets up. Good line out from Selborne College. To the ground they go. Janssen van Rensburg. Short ball into the hands of Masters. Crashing up to the 22-meter line. Left-hand side. Maynard, the man who took the ball in the line out. Bercy again. Forwards trying to come around the corner. Just not timing it. Dropped it onto the toes. I think it's King Mfene that's kicked that one through. Defensive work here for HTS Middelburg. As Olafia clears the line and kicks the ball off the park. So the line out's going to go the way of Selborne College, still on the front foot.
Well, once again, HTS Middelburg find themselves defending deep inside their own half.
Tlakavu going to want to find his jumper once again. Been very accurate at line out so far today. One of the better throws into the line out we've seen today in these tough conditions. Up goes Maynard, and he gets it. Brilliant throw. Pop off the bottom. Bercy. Masters is the go-to man once again. Off the fly half, Janssen van Rensburg. Black and white curtain getting him going forward now. Bercy to the right. Kemp. Good hands from Maynard. Bursey again. Janssen van Rensburg once. Klakavu shifts it on, but unfortunately it's knocked on from Eric Kruger.
Really nice phase play again there from Selborne. Patient, nice soft hands. Unfortunately, the ball was just lost in contact there. One of the HTS Middelburg players shot out the line on defence. Good spot tackle and cut off that attack from Selborne.
Mariano de Villiers to feed the scrum once again. Solid scrum from HTS Middelburg. Sonicus has got some time to put his boot to the ball. It's fallen into the hands of the dangerous Ramlashe, who's chipped through and found a little bit of space. The bounce is a good one, but October can't hold on to it. Penalty goes away of Selborne in front of the ball at the knock-on. We were just discussing in the last game, that just goes against all your natural instincts when you're in front of the ball. All you want to do is get onto it and secure the ball. But the penalty goes away of Selborne. Bursey with another opportunity to extend their lead to 30 points.
Yeah, sometimes you don't even have time to think when someone's knocked the ball and you're in front of them. If it's touched them and you just want to grab it. And then the ref blows his whistle and you can't believe your luck. Bursey shaping up for another right-footed kick, much to our dismay. I would love to ask the youngster if he can actually kick from the tee with that left foot.
It seems like a good strike, and it is.
There we go.
Bursey's got it back now. Got the radar back.
And
That's a top kick from him.
and by Thomas Bursey, stretching Selborne's lead, 30-0.
That's 30 points to 0. They're leading now. Mornay Sonicus is going to get us back underway.
And that's a lovely high-hanging kick off the restart. Oh, and luckily
Shaquille Nadu does the cleaning up for Selborne College. Bursey with the left-footed box kick. Lafia. October kicks it straight down the middle of the park. Gamlashe again to his left. Bursey putting it into the space, but I think he's overcooked it. He has indeed.
he could have kept ball in hand. There was a bit of space in front of him. Would have been good to maybe just keep running that up. Take it into the Middelburg half. He had plenty of support around him. But as the youngsters do, they try things. Some of them come off, some of them don't.
Good line out there from HTS Middelburg. Sonicus with a wide floating ball into the outside channels here. They got an opportunity. It's got into the hands of Olafia, who's hacked it forward. It's a foot race now. Coming across, it's all over the place, but Kamlash has done brilliantly well to get that one. For Selborne College, ball on the ground now. Bursey just trying to get a few of his players into position where they can set up an exit. Maynard takes it in. Oh, no one on his outside.
Janssen van Rensburg's looked up and he's got no one.
There's just room on his outside. Penalty, luckily for Selborne, goes their way.
And once again, we see players just putting the ball to boot before they need to. In that instance, I think it was Leonard Olafia, the left wing here for HTS Middelburg, made a great break down the left wing, plenty of space. He had a man running on his shoulder as well, but he chose to put the ball to boot. He's quick, but he couldn't get there.
Chart Kruger warming up on the side here in the number 10 jersey for HTS Middelburg. Klakavu to feed the line out. Four-man line out is the option for Selborne College. It's worked for them so far today, and it works once again. Taken in by Kruger. Short ball, Masters has been their go-to man off the line out. He's done a lot of running off 10. Pops out for Bursey. Kemp. No, but it's slipped through his hands and gone out October's got his hands on it now. Some quick feet from the fullback. That's good defending there, Selborne College. Tingim Fene doing well.
Oh. That's a really high tackle.
Penalty, Middelburg. High hit there from Kemp. Very quick to call the penalty there. Morne Sinicus. Oh, it's a bit of a vorvoer. Good stuff there, well taken in from Ellington, but it's taken down the touchline and into touch he goes.
Exciting stuff.
The man in the jersey number 23 for Selborne College.
James Flanagan.
James Flanagan, I beg your pardon. Looking at the team list, can't really make that out. Luckily I got told that because that doesn't look like an F. Selborne with the feed to the line out in their own half. The man we haven't seen yet for Selborne, who was absolute dynamite, is Jacques Goosen. I just want to take this opportunity to apologize for the quality of the commentary. Not the quality of the commentary, the quality of the audio. Bercy, Janssen van Rensburg finds a bit of space over the back. Unfortunately, we've got torrential rain here, and that's having a bit of an influence on the commentary.
Once again, the quality of the audio.
Not the quality of the commentary. Because that's top class, if I might say so myself. Takabu now. Let's get back to the rugby. That's the most important thing. 5-man for Selborne College. Maynard looks like he might be the go-to man. That's a brilliant line-out again.
Selborne have been good in that department.
Takabu's holding it at the back. Trying to get the go forward here.
There's definitely a bit of space to work on the short side, yeah. He's thinking about it.
Yeah, but he goes to Janssen van Rensburg. Oh, who coasts into the gap. That's a ghosting run from the man in the 15 jumper. Eventually gets dragged in a tackle, but they get the ball back. The pick and go. That's Mapansela. Bercy's got to try and do the rucking, but he manages to get the ball back. It's fallen into the hands of Kamlashe eventually. Battling to see what's going on here. Kemp. Solid tackle from his opposite number. Bercy again. Ooh, that's just fallen free. Picked up and then by Mapansela again. Short ball for Kruger. But he's knocked it on, unfortunately. It's tough stuff when you get in the thick of things there, when you're taking the ball flat on the gain line, right into the defenders. Number of changes here for HTS. Middelburg. Coming onto the field in jersey number 8 is Ruben Kruger. And then I saw number 3-2 is Zander Bredenan. And the number 17 for Selborne College coming onto the field, Loiso Peteni. Not sure who he's going to be replacing. He's coming on for Nolan Kemp by the looks of things. He's had a solid game, the number 1. To the right-hand side they go. Sonicus just lifts his head, but he doesn't make too much of an impact in his clearance kick. Ramlashe, nice and deep. He goes to there for the first time today, I think. It's gone straight into the middle of the field. Sonicus has let it bounce, and he hasn't quite beaten the chasing defenders. Still there for HTS Middelburg. They're coming to the left-hand side of the field. Bit of space, that's great work down the left-hand side. It looks like he's going to go in all the way.
Back to yourself.
Top stuff there from Leonard Olivier.
He grabbed a little high five there on his way to the try line. Showed a great pace to run a good 80 meters for that try.
It just opened up in front of him.
Really good play actually from HTS Middelburg, and just reward. They've stayed in it, they've kept fighting, and they had a little bit of space on the outside, drew the man and passed, and then Olivia just backed himself, put a small little fend, and then he just had a straight out foot race to the try line.
Just had to beat that one defender and then managed to get away into some space. Brilliant score.
Definitely that haircut. There's no excess drag on his body.
So streamlined. So, Sonicus' kick is good. 30 points to 7. Just have a look. It was a great little break down the left-hand side. And Olivia just had to beat the one defender, and he just saw it all open up in front of him. Just there we go. Just had to get past that last defender. It was always going to be a difficult tackle to make, and just those orange boots were flying down the touchline.
And here you'll catch that little high five as he got past the last man on his way to the try line. Here you'll see it. Cheers, mate.
The ball's fallen now. We're back underway. Selborne College have got the ball just inside the half of HTS Middelburg. Bursey goes to the left-hand side. Bursey's looking for it, digging. Pops it up into the hands of Pateni. Solid drive from the number 17, the fresh legs on the field. Penalty Selborne College. Get out of there, says the referee. Roll away. Good stuff from Selborne College. They've managed to win themselves a penalty just after conceding points, and they're going to try and get themselves deep into HTS Middelburg territory. Nope, they're going to go for goal. Bursey's pointed at the posts.
Interesting decision there.
Just chewing down the time, I think, is the reason for this one.
And there's no need to panic. They still have a really big lead. I guess it shows a little bit of composure to just put another 3 points on the board. Practice that right-footed scoop.
Yep. Hopefully he'll be watching the highlights and hear what we're saying and kick with his left foot on Monday. It's a solid strike. And he's drilled it. 33-7. What a kick from Bursey.
Thomas Bursey takes the 3 points. Selborne 33, HTS 7.
As he's done for the umpteenth time, Morne Sonicus going to get us back underway. Goes deeper with this one into the 22, into the hands of Bursey. Got a bit of time, drops it onto the left. Funny left. And just gets him out of trouble.
Really is unique to see a player kicking like that. Kicking for post with his right, kicking out a hand with his left. I wonder if he plays cricket, if he bats right-handed or left-handed, or bowls right-handed or left-handed.
That's exactly what I was actually thinking about. I know Saniran Mutasamy plays for the Dolphins. Bowls left-handed but throws right-handed. As Middelburg try and set up a driving maul here on the 10-meter line of Selborne College. They're getting a little bit of momentum and a little bit of go forward here. But digging through there was Dean Stokes. It's gone to ground now. Middelburg still have the ball, still have possession. Pick and go. Solid defending from Selborne College. Looks to be turned over here. Janssen van Rensburg, Masters, quick hands needed. Just patient play from Selborne College. Brilliant hands there from Ramsey. Haven't seen a lot of the man in the number 14 today. Bursey to the right-hand side. Short ball, but unlucky for Snelling. Apologies, Eric Kruger can't hold on. Sonicus sees a bit of space.
Oh.
Puts in a little chip kick. Interesting to see what happens from there. Some big hits coming in here now. 14 minutes to go, but it's still on the Selborne side. Penalty, Selborne.
It's all happening, yeah.
In from the side. There's an interesting bit of play in a little bit further back when Sonicus put the kick through. He got cleaned up. But the assistant referee was following the game, so I don't think he picked it up.
The referee just reminding everyone who's boss, having a quick word with the Middelburg boys. I think he's had enough of people chirping in his ear.
Well, we've got a change here on the field. Is Onyono Fani. He's taken the place of Thomas Bursey. He's had an absolute cracker of a game.
He really has.
There we go. We've got the assistant referee on the far side is having a word with the referee. It looks like he's mentioning, look, what's going on in the background there?
I don't know, but those guys must be cold.
Very interesting to see. Feel like I should be in the car park of a stadium just about to head into an NFL game.
It says 10.
Oh,
Even the lassies have got some letters.
It's a Roy Buller. That's what it is. Because HTS Middelburg are known as the Roy Buller.
Of course.
Back in their hometown, but it's very interesting to see.
And there you have it. The referees overturned that decision. Going back for what you saw, Nick, that's a late charge on Sonicus as he tried to kick the ball.
Penalty. HTS Middelburg for the shoulder, but that's just all they're receiving is a penalty.
I think it's worth giving the touch judge a shout out there. He's made that spot all the way from the other side of the pitch, straight through the mist.
And we moaning about not being able to see anything through the mist, so we should probably just shut up and carry on calling this one. Oh, that just swung away at the last second there. Good work in the end. Picking up the scraps is Petani, but it's come out on the side here of HTS Middelburg. The ball. Oh my goodness. Martin Erasmus gets cleaned up.
He's not the biggest man on the field, Martin Erasmus, 66 kgs.
11.5 to go in this final game of day 2. Standerbank KERF Easter Rugby Festival. Looks like the kicking duties have now been given to Jordan Janssen from Rensburg.
And he's also got a well-educated left boot. He drills that one low.
And it's bounced quite nicely, kindly into the hands of Prince October.
A little bit lateral, he nearly lost his head.
Erasmus around the corner for Villers, but unfortunately the pass doesn't quite go to hand. They hack forward, but we're going to come back for the knock-on.
It's scrappy, that's for sure. But the boys are still playing.
Things have fallen apart a little bit in the second half. Fatigue is set in. It's the second game of the week. I see on the field too in jersey number 20 is Pranella Naidu playing on the open side for Selborne College. Fani pops straight out of the tunnel. As the time ticks away here, Stotfield, a few diehards on the far side, the Roy Buller fans, without their shirts on. Could be a few colds tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's one way to get flu, Nick. Now I've got my shirt on and I think I'm going to get flu.
Well, Gareth, after your stint at Splashy Fen last night, I think the immune system might be a bit low. Free kick goes away of Selborne College. Quick tap from Fani.
There we have it, our spectators. The letters spell Tian.
Okay.
And I'm sure that there's Tian DuPont.
Penalty.
The HTS prop. Maybe it's his uncle's.
So Middelburg tap and go. They won't have a crack here. Good hard run from Woodendal. Pops it on the inside to Villers. Erasmus. Into the hands of Kruger, who pops it off to Kruger to Kruger there. Erasmus comes to the left hand side. Oh no, good rugby there. Hennon down the touchline. Gone forward off the hands, but it's a penalty for a high hit. Not sure who was quite responsible for that hit, but the penalty goes the way of HTS Middelburg. Not quite sure what to do by the looks of things.
No, they aren't. They're still playing the game though, but lacking a bit of structure.
Sonicus has opted to kick for the corner. So we down into the last 10. Middelburg looking to get themselves another 5-pointer. Edwin Till feeds a line out, taken in by Woodendal. They set up the maul. They're wrapping it around the short side here. To ground they go. Still on their side. Erasmus wants it. Kruger. Villas on the cutback. And it's good work from Selborne. They look like they're trying to keep this one in there, but Villas wrestles himself to ground. Hard run there. Taking it into contact. Free. Another good hard bullocking run up towards the line. They go. To ground, luckily enough for HTS Middelburg. Up the guts once again. Penalty advantage by the looks of things. Pick up by Kruger. Good defending from Selborne though. Erasmus wants. Pops off into the hands of Till.
Oh, and big defence from Selborne.
Solid work from Selborne on defence. Sonicus straight across the face, but the try scorer Fear can't hold on, and the penalty's gone back to Middelburg. Villas with the dive for the line. And he's in. Top work from Joubert Villas getting in for the score. Been industrious since he's been on the field playing at centre. And he's bolting back to the halfway line, wanting to just G up his team here.
And the try scored by Joubert Villas.
And once again we see HTS Middelburg coming into the game in the last 10 minutes. If only they could have brought this sort of effort through the rest of the match.
Yeah, Villas just calling for it, screaming for it. He wanted to have a crack here. And good presence of mind to go really low. Uses momentum as well as under the conditions to get that one onto the chalk, I think. Just. The conversion is good, so 33-14. Just over 6 minutes to go. Just over 6 to go in this one.
Selborne have really gone quiet in the last 10 minutes.
Haven't had a lot of the ball. As they get underway, yeah, it's a little wur, but it's fallen kindly for Middelburg as they run straight back at the Selborne defence. Erasmus into the hands of Kruger, but his pass was a good one. Unfortunately for Bruce, he couldn't hold on.
He's turned around and towed it backwards towards the skyline.
Got to go backwards to go forwards.
Quite sure who it is in the background. Looks like he's struggling with cramp again. Might just be these wet conditions. I know it can drain you of your salts. And once again, we do apologise for the audio quality. It is wet and rainy up here on Bothas Hill.
Yeah, especially the conditions underfoot, so heavy. You know, you're running and it feels like you aren't really going anywhere.
I think we have to commend all the teams today for putting so many points on the board, even in these wet and rainy conditions.
Selborne College with an opportunity to attack. Finally gets it in. To the left-hand side they go. Janssen van Rensburg shows and goes, takes on a couple of defenders, gets up towards the 22-meter line. Finally to the left-hand side. To the hands of the try scorer, Stokes. Finally again. Main Marty's been fuller running today. Gets up to the 22. Finally to the right-hand side. Janssen van Rensburg. Kamlashe steps 1, 5 steps 2, gets a pass away. That's a brilliant pass, but great hands from Ramsey. Got to try and secure this one on the ground, Selborne. Fani doesn't want any pick and goes here. Pops it off to Petani. Fani again looking for it. Taking it is Eric Kruger.
Middelburg lying all over that ball. Just can't come out quickly for Fani.
Back again, Petani having another crack, and he gets over the gain line. Good work from the number 17. Shaquille Naidu. Good work from the prop forward. That's 2 good runs from the front rowers. Janssen van Rensburg cutting back into the traffic. Does well to get over the gain line once again. Fani wants to go to the left, but the penalty's gone the way of Middelburg. Holding on the ground, Martin Erasmus, enterprising, has taps and goes 10 meters out from his own line. Sonicus throws a ball right over the top. We've got another run here from Olivia. Great work from Fani coming across. The running meters from Leonard Olivia today have been incredible.
He's got all the gas.
Get that man into your fantasy team. It was an interesting decision from Erasmus as he went to with a quick tap, but Olivia oodles the space once again. Fani was coming across, hurtling across. Olivia thought that he might be able to just do the little inside-outside, but Fani was having none of it. Good work from the scrum off.
Leonard Olivia has been great today. Shout out to the young man.
Probably ran out of a bit of steam there with that run.
Oh, he's huffing and puffing over there.
Massive scrum from Middelburg. It's gone through 45 degrees. But Rich says play on. Janssen van Rensburg. Oh my word. Erasmus is out. Sonicus is back. Martin Erasmus is not well in back play as Selborne managed to win the ball back. Maynard's going on a run here. He doesn't have the pace. Olivia's stolen the ball in the tackle. Sonicus, but I think they've called a stop to play here.
In back play, Erasmus has rolled over. He's not out cold or anything like that, but
it was a legal play there from Leonard Olivia, and he's, after all the good work he's done, he's just got himself a yellow card for taking the ball in the tackle. I think that was a call from the referee.
You can see take a look at this.
Great stuff from Maynard, just popped up for him. Went on a ranging run up the middle, and I think he might have thought that he was going to get under.
Olivia.
Back and across, and then that rip there is deemed to be illegal. That's a yellow card, Cam.
Sneaky little play. Thought he might have got away with it.
That's pretty professional, that one, in terms of fouls. So I think we're going to be down to our last move. Martin Erasmus, who went across to tackle Jordan Janssen van Rensburg before he made the kick, and I think he just connected his head onto his hip.
He's just got his head on the wrong side of the tackle as he ran across to make that tackle, and he's probably just jarred his neck a little bit. Obviously precautionary measures here. We've seen it twice today where players have been alright, but they've still taken the utmost care and making sure that they're alright, get them on that stretcher, keep them safe.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just completely precautionary a lot of the time. Players often go off into the shed and then they're walking around within a couple of minutes, but just make sure that he's fine. Nothing's going to jar or jolt him now. Get him onto the stretcher, off the field, to the doctor. Let's just make sure everyone's fit and firing for Monday. Well, this will be the last play as the time clicks down to 0. It's been another interesting game in terms of the ebb and flow, with Selborne dominating completely in the first half, and then HTS Middelburg, to their credit, didn't sit down, and came back nicely, scoring 2 tries of their own in the second half. But Selborne have been full value. I think Thomas Bursey controlled things beautifully from the base. Sibabalwa Kamlashe playing at fullback in the number 12 jersey has been influential once again, like he was 2 days ago. It's just been a good all-round effort from the forwards. Troy Maynard and Raiden Masters have carried nicely. And the second rows, Ridge Snelling and Eric Kruger just did the hard yards, what you expect from your second rows. Tlakavu, the man playing hooker for Selborne College, has been really good. We just see the work done down the left-hand side from Leonard Olivier. Just showing a clean pair of heels. There's a lot of work to do here from the little halfback, but he got back and made a good tackle, good cover defense tackle. As Selborne come to the right-hand side, finally having a little crack. The ball's there. Have Middelburg managed to get themselves over this one? They've turned it over by the looks of things. They've got to go all the way coast to coast if they want to get another 5-pointer. They've hoofed it downtown, or they've cross-kicked it. It's picked up in the end by the left wing for Selborne College. That looks like Naidu taking it into contact. Fani. That's Shaquille Naidu now taking it up. HTS Middelburg flooding through that breakdown. But it's come out, luckily for Selborne. They go to the right-hand side. Janssen van Rensburg. He's beaten a number of defenders today, but he's popped it and it's hit Fani in the shin. And Middelburg have the ball. They come away with it.
They just don't go away.
And they've put the kick in. Oh no, he can't gather. It's open. It's in the open field for October to get into the corner.
Try time!
HTS Middelburg, out of absolutely nowhere, have scored another one after the final whistle.
I would love to see them do this again on day 3, but just play like they played in the second half the whole way through a game. Excellent play. Just the best thing about them is their never say die attitude. They were down heavily at halftime. They've come out and they've just kept playing rugby, while Selborne have taken their foot off the gas. Middelburg have come back into the game. Take a look at this.
Just cannot hold on to it, and you see the
He
desperation.
nearly missed it. He had to take a second little chip at it.
Quintino October, second effort, and then he just outstrips Janssen van Rensburg to get in. So, top stuff there.
Top stuff there from HTS Middelburg. As Sonicus lines up the final sideline conversion. And he's hit the upright. The final score is 33-19 to Selborne over HTS Middelburg. That brings to an end the day's action. Day 2 of the Standard Bank Kersney Easter Rugby Festival. And we'll just take a quick recap of the results today. First match, Tour School Framesby ran away winners over Pretoria Boys High. Durban High School beat Queen's College Kersney. Got one over Hoërskool Noordkap. Glenwood got a big win, while HTS Drosti beat Welkom Gymnasium. And in the final match of the day, Selborne College run out 33-19 winners over HTS and Middelburg. Of course, the action continues again on the final day, Monday, 2nd of April. Get down to Kersney if you can. If not, we'll be back live on School Sports Live to bring you all the action from the Standard Bank Kersney Easter Rugby Festival.